Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com. I hope everything's going well for you guys, and I just want to give you some of my thoughts from Raw, which was February the 13th of 2017. These thoughts are in no particular order, and as always, I welcome your comments down below. Check out my other two channels. The Tom Brand 1, that's a comedy channel if you like a chuckle or two. You have Tom Brand 1 Thoughts, which is a channel about everything and anything. You know, videos from some of my trips, vlogs, pop culture, you know, those type of topics. Smorgasbord, shall we say. And, Enzo and Cass. Enzo is in singles. I really don't see much of Enzo and Cass really too much. Really don't see him much as tag teams last couple weeks, last couple of months. But Enzo, man, you should be thanking his lucky stars that he has Cass as a tag team partner, because if Enzo was in singles competition, which it seems like it will happen sooner, than later. I think WWE is really big on Cass. They kind of see him like a test type of guy. A little bit green still is Cass, but both of them are pretty green and just more seasoning. But the point I'm trying to make here, if Enzo and Cass were in singles competition, clearly Cass would be the star of the two, or at least pushed by WWE in that direction. I think Enzo would be just a job guy, and he loses again. Enzo is just like a giant punching bag, flippity flops all over the place, constantly loses. Whenever he's in singles, when's the last time he won in singles? I mean, listen, not that there's anything wrong with being a job guy. You can make a nice paycheck doing that, but just a thought there. I mean, I see it. I mean, Enzo would just be a job guy, gowning the stars, and that's all right. I mean, Enzo loses to Cesaro this past week. I said I seen it coming, and boy, did it happen. And I wish that I was wrong. I kind of wanted to think that it wouldn't happen, but it happened. It happened, and you kind of, if you looked at everything that's been coming out in dirt sheets, you kind of probably seen it coming too. You probably just turned the other cheek to it. Is that the expression, or the blind eye? Because Jericho is on his way out. He's going to be touring with Fozzy. He has some projects going on there. And it's definitely setting up to Jericho versus Owens at WrestleMania. I don't see Jericho. I don't see Owens being the champion going into WrestleMania. I think Jericho will cost him the title at Fastlane to Goldberg, setting up Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. I mean, I see it coming. Goldberg getting the title. I guess you could see, Goldberg definitely doing those negotiations there. There are definitely some demands that he had if he were to come back, and that's probably it. A title reign. Don't expect him to have the belt long in Goldberg. Maybe drop it the following night, or retire, giving it up the following night. But Jericho and Owens has been broken up officially yesterday, and it was a celebration of friendship and what Jericho thought it would be, and unfortunately it did not turn out that way for Jericho. Owens turning his back on Jericho. sad. A little tear fell in my eye, and I think it was done wonderfully. I think it was done very good. I like the painting that they had. A little. You have to have seen that painting. You know, we're trying to reach out and touch each other. It looked a little silly, but you know, Jericho was the comedy. Owens was the straight-laced guy in that relationship, in that pairing. And a lot of people on the internet were saying that is why they were tuning in to Raw, to see Jericho and Owens, and now it's no more. But I mean, you need a way to exit, for Jericho to exit. Maybe a loser leaves WWE. I think this segment brought a lot more heat onto Owens. But now the question I ask you, to me clearly, I think this was Owens needs Jericho more than Jericho needs Owens. Does that make sense to you guys? I do see Jericho losing at WrestleMania. That leaves the door open for him to exit. What Jericho said during that promo, during that segment, I think was legitimately from the heart. You could tell, like, both of them seem legit choked up a little bit there, and I think Jericho really does probably consider this probably the most funnest time that he had in his many times coming back and forth to the WWE. This was probably it, and it's coming to an end. So I'm telling you, admire Jericho, admire his work. Go look back some of the old clips from Raw when he came back and admire that work. You know, Jericho is approaching, 48 years old now. This maybe is his last run. Is he going to come back again? I don't know. It could be, but maybe not. I mean, Jericho is becoming older. So it was sad. Sad to see Jericho and Owens no more. You had Bayley winning the women's title in the main event. And they just really love to hotshot titles nowadays. I mean, I don't understand it. Why do we always hotshot titles now? I mean, Bayley, when she won this, she had really no momentum coming to this prior to the match, to the winning the title. Do you buy Bayley as being a viable champ? At this rate, Charlotte Flair is probably going to break Ric Flair's record and John Cena's record. And she's probably going to be the champion like 25 times. For goodness sakes, man. No way they hotshot these titles. It was mentioned that Teddy Long is now will be going into the WWE Hall of Fame. A lot of people, maybe the newer wrestling fans, know Teddy Long from SmackDown GM, forming tag team matches, player, holler, tag team match. But do yourselves a favor. Look at old clips from when he was managing Doom. Some of those promos that he cut managing Doom. Wow, phenomenal. You know, he gotta admire his story. He got his foot in the door, worked his way up, was a manager, was a referee. You know, he managed Doom, He managed the skyscrapers, cut some good promos, man. So we got to feel happy for Teddy Long. Did it the long and the hard way. So congrats to Teddy Long. Chavo Classic passed away, and I remember watching tapes from him of Chavo Classic when he was in the territories, and certain territories he would be faced and healed and faced and healed. He always team up with his brothers. He would team up with one brother, then team up for a period of time, then team up with another brother for a period of time, then team up with another brother, then all three of them fought at the same time. He was a decent worker. He set up the Banditos, which I think, if you looked at it, the Banditos, they kind of paved the way for Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero. So that paved the way. Check it out, some good stuff. And he actually won the Cruiserweight title too in the WWE, like in 2004, I want to say. He was in his 50s at that point. So those were just some of my thoughts from Raw there. It was a good show. Just kind of left with a tear in my eye as I'm concluding this video. Jericho and Owens, no more. I hope all is well. No, wait. Actually, I cannot leave without addressing something just came to mind. I cannot leave without addressing these two things here. Storyline stupidity, okay? You had, now correct me if I'm wrong, you had New Day, like, saying something to the effect of, they have the secret recipe in a manila envelope or manila folder for ice cream bars, okay? And so it's Kofi Kingston versus special appearance by Bo Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. Man, did I love that gimmick, believe. I think it had so much potential. Storyline stupidity. They're saying that he has the recipe in the folder. That's what they clearly said. And then Bo Dallas takes that folder and he rips it up and there's nothing in there. Why? Why? Storyline stupidity. Maybe I'm missing something here. You tell me. Last thing. You had the debut of Emelina for what, like 17 weeks. 17 weeks you've waited, and WWE basically trolled all the fans, and now she's saying that she's transforming into Emma. Listen, I got a chuckle out of this. Is her character going to be just to troll everyone, where everyone thinks she's serious? And they troll everyone. Everyone was expecting, come on guys, were you expecting a woman in a bikini on the ring stage there when WWE is trying to get away from that? They're saying they're not divas no more, they're women wrestlers. Were you honestly expecting that? Come on, you don't know, listen, I don't know where it's going, but I will be hysterical if they do vignettes for X amount of weeks showing her transform into dancing Emma again. It would be hysterical. But, as you see sometimes with these vignettes that take forever, sometimes they fall flat. Sometimes you gotta strike while the iron is hot. I mean, I used to like recently what they were doing with Eva Marie, where Eva Marie could not perform tonight because of a wardrobe malfunction, basically making excuses for her as to why she's not going to wrestle. I cracked up. So now I don't know where they're going with Emelina, but fans got trolled, me included. All right, so now this is it. I hope all is well, and adios.